All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. It's going to be a quick lesson.
What advice do you give for the average person that's looking to invest their salary or their wages?
Don't own US stocks. That's a simple strategy that you can act on.
But what about S&P 500?
No.
Really?
Yeah. And if you have a big position in US technology stock, my personal advice would be to sell it all.
But I'm an investor in SpaceX.
Good luck. SpaceX is such a fabulous BS story, and we can go into that.
Crypto?
No.
Why?
It's an unnecessary piece of nonsense that facilitates nothing except criminals moving money, so they can't be seen.
Do you think Bitcoin's going to go to zero?
Yes, it will certainly go to zero.
So how many years have you spent investing?
60 years.
And what's the most amount of money you've ever managed of other people's money?
165 billion.
And one of the things you're famous for talking about is this idea of bubbles.
Yes, and bubbles always occur around the very most important ideas. So the railroads, everyone could see that it would change the world. The same with the internet. And everyone wanted to put their money in, and so they overinvested. But this is the problem. Eventually, they bust. And if you look at the great bubbles breaking of the past, you find that it's followed by really tough times, a miserable period for the economy. And the bigger the bubble, the bigger the bust. And now we're in the biggest investment bubble that arguably has ever occurred, AI.
Are we on the verge of a collapse with AI over the coming years?
The next few days, the next few weeks, the next few months, but certainly the next few years.
So if you're not someone that has a huge amount of savings, what kind of strategy should they be adopting when an economy starts to get bad and there's an economic bubble collapse?
So I will go through everything, but you will not receive this advice from investment advisors because they'll lose a lot of business.
Would you be thinking about the country you live in? Be thinking about the country you live in at this moment.
Rewind it real quick.
Bad, and there's an economic bubble collapse.
So I will go through everything, but you will not receive this advice from investment advisors because they'll lose a lot of business.
Would you be thinking about the country you live in at this moment in time?
Absolutely.
Is there any countries you wouldn't live in?
I think I have to refuse to answer this on the grounds that it might tend to incriminate me.
Oh, okay. So you're saying don't live in the United States? I've just moved here. Why not the United States?
Okay, so for one, we know why America's not a good place at all, but it doesn't matter where you go, because those, the Lord, has the order to judge a person. He's going to judge that person, or Yahweh is going to get him one way or another, right? But what this billionaire is saying is he's basically saying to you, don't even deal with the stock market at all in the first place, right? Because at first he was saying the S&P 500, which you would think the S&P 500 is your go-to, right? Where you make returns. Usually not very guaranteed all the time, but it's something that people depend on, kind of like a 401k, right? And the thing is, he's telling you don't even invest in the S&P 500. He's telling you don't even own stocks. He's telling you don't even deal with crypto. And the thing is actually quite interesting. He's saying don't deal with crypto because according to his words, Bitcoin is just something used for criminals to be anonymous. But it's more so, my opinion on why Bitcoin is going to be replaced, because the MOTB is going to come out. Once the MOTB comes out, there's not going to be a need for Bitcoin. Right? Because you're not going to have privacy with the new CBDC. Right? Bitcoin is slow. It's outdated. Right? And compared to the new systems, there are just so many things better than Bitcoin. Right? As we see, let's look at the Bitcoin price. The Bitcoin price is $59,000. Its all-time high, though, was 118. Let me see. Was $122,000. But just a year later, it's actually falling continuously, right? And it may hit $58,000 soon. And the thing is, with this war going on, I've noticed that every time this war goes on and these major attacks happen, Bitcoin actually keeps doing worse, right? And then once the MOTB comes out, Bitcoin will probably be worth zero, right? So if you're in Bitcoin right now, brethren, I don't know if I would recommend staying in Bitcoin for much longer. And the crypto exchange platform, like Solana and all the other stuff, if you can't make money from it, go ahead. But like I said, even though all things are lawful, not all things are expedient. So advise at your own risk, right? It says, gather not up treasures on earth. It says right here, Matthew chapter 6, verse 19, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, where thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, right? And eventually you got to be able to just leave everything on the side, brethren. You got to be able to just throw everything on this side away, whether it be your girlfriend, your wife, your family members, your house, your property, everything. You need to do that just so you can have, because it's better to lose your life for Yahweh Shai than save it. So if this lesson was edifying, all praise to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Shalom.